Good morning. You're listening to FloorDaily.net, and I'm Kemp Harr. This morning, my guest is Lane Brettschneider, who's the founder and owner of Lane's Floor Coverings and Interiors in Manhattan. Lane, how you doing?
I'm doing fine.
So you're in the news, and I want to talk about that in just a minute. You formed a strategic alliance with Fraser Gold. Both of you, both Lane's and Fraser Gold, are StarNet members. You're both commercial contractors. You're both located in Manhattan. I believe you're on West 26th Street. But before we get into the alliance you formed, if you don't mind, tell us just a little bit of background on Lane's Floor Coverings and Interiors.
We're over 40 years old. Mm-hmm. My dad had a carpet store for over 50 years, probably closer to 60 years, and his father was in the same location in Brooklyn for 30 years prior to that. We still have and own the push cart that my grandfather delivered linoleum and furniture in. We unfortunately don't have the horse and buggy that he used.
And I'm sure your business has evolved, and I think since you're in Manhattan, most of your business is on the commercial side, right?
Yes, I would say that more than 90% is.
Mm-hmm. A little bit of background on Fraser Gold. I know in the news story that I saw that they're also an old company, been around 60 years. What else can you tell us about Fraser Gold?
Well, Stanley has been, as you say, around for 60-plus years. We've actually been friendly competitors for a very long time, and we're actually finding out that we were maybe a little more serious when it came to being competitors, because now that we formed this alliance, we see some of the accounts that over the years we may have lost to Stanley, and some of the accounts that Stanley may have lost to us. So it's an eye-opening experience for us.
All right. So you're talking about Stanley Liquor, who is the owner of Fraser Gold. So tell us a little bit about the alliance and what brought it about.
Well, I guess 60 years is a very long time, and Stanley does not want to stop doing what he's doing, mm-hmm. but I guess he wants to make his life easier, as a lot of us do. Mm-hmm. And so we've decided to take over and merge all of Stanley's business, warehousing, purchasing, into Lane's Floor Coverings and Interiors.
I see.
So we'll be working out of our New York office, mm-hmm. Both companies, and out of our Mineola warehouse. And that's both companies also. There will only be one warehouse location eventually, and the only showroom that we're going to have for the time being.
Okay, so you're actually going to eventually close the Fraser Gold office on 56th Street and just operate out of your office on 26th?
Well, the Fraser Gold office mm-hmm. hasn't been active for a fair amount of time now.
I see.
Stanley has moved much of his operation into his New Jersey warehouse and has built an office there. So we're actually going to close that office also.
I see.
We're going to all work out of New York.
Okay, so it's not going to be called Lane's Fraser Gold. You're just going to call it Lane's. Is that what you're going to call it?
All our promotional material, all our invoices, proposals, will go out as Lane's Floor Coverings and Interiors, mm-hmm. and then there'll be a second line that will say Fraser Gold Floor Covering.
So just to summarize then, is Stanley Liquor wanted to dial back just a little bit, and you guys have decided to merge the business?
Yes,
okay.
That's the short answer.
Okay. So you'll just consult with Stanley on an occasional basis for particular account information, and then he's going to go into retirement?
Well, Stanley is going to service his accounts with us when we need his assistance. We're already setting up meetings with his clients, and Stanley is going to be with us, whether they're office meetings, lunch meetings, or dinner meetings. We're going to do that together.
Okay.
That's with Stanley, Umberto, and myself. Umberto is one of my partners.
Right. Did you get a chance to go to NeoCon this year, or were you too busy with all this stuff?
We were too busy. This is the first year we skipped NeoCon, and Stanley skipped it also.
Yeah.
We plan on doing this going forward.
Okay. How are you seeing business conditions in New York right now?
Well, right now, presently,
mm-hmm.
we are unbelievably busy.
That's good.
our biggest problem right now is probably labor, and we are still looking for salespeople. We have taken over a few of Stanley's people. They've already moved into our location, but we're looking for additional salespeople and definitely installers, mechanics.
All right, Lane, well, it's great to catch up with you. Congratulations on this strategic alliance. Again, we've been talking to Lane Brettschneider with Lane's Floor Coverings and Interiors, and you've been listening to Kemp Harr and FloorDaily.net.